Good afternoon on what is a warm, bright and sunny day. It is Wednesday the 1st of May and I'm in the reading Nook with a nice hot cup of tea and a box. Tea unboxing. What I'm going to pull out of here is this Tome of Magic, Pact, Shadow and Truename Magic. This is a sub D20 system supplement published for use with Dungeons and Dragons 3rd edition, or 3.5. So let's have a look. When was it published? Just trying to find a date. 2006. So, unlock the magical power of vestiges, shadows, and syllables. The Tome of Magic supplement presents 3 new kinds of magic that you can integrate easily into any Dungeons and Dragons campaign. These magic subsystems function alongside the existing D&D magic system and offer new game mechanics, character options, and adventure possibilities. Within this tome, you find 3 standard classes, new standard classes, 1 for each new kind of magic, as well as new spells, feats, prestige classes, monsters, and magic items tied thematically to each. Pact magic. Powerful entities known as vestiges exist beyond the boundaries of life, death, and undeath. The binder uses pact magic, a combination of symbols and secret rituals to summon these entities, strike bargains with them, and gain their formidable and sometimes bizarre supernatural powers. Shadow magic. The plane of shadow is a dark and twisted reflection of the real world. The Shadowcaster, by understanding the fundamental properties of the plane and unlocking its magical properties, learns to harness and channel its umbral gloom, shaping the darkness to serve her whim. Truename magic. So every creature has a true name, the word of its creation. The true namer knows the primal language of the universe, the language of true speech, and learns the true names of creatures and objects to gain control over them, transform them, or destroy them. So this is for use with the Dungeons & Dragons core books, Player's Handbook, Dungeon Master's Guide, and Monster Manual. So we've got the credits page and the contents page. And then we've got introduction, which is a guide to using the book with advice for the Dungeon Masters, advice to the players and what you need to play, and so on, and a discussion of different actions, swift actions, and immediate actions before we leap into the very first of the types of magic. I mean, you know, essentially, either all three of these different types of magic could have been a whole book on their own. Quite a slim book, but they could have been. So we start off with Pact magic, including lesser, greater pact magic, oaths to ideals, bargains with outsiders, and so on. How to make a pact and make it binding, becoming a binder. We've got the class features. It's got quite a lot of text here. It's fairly text heavy. And how to play a binder. So the suggestion here is we've got a dwarf binder starting package. So, you know, this is sort of like when they do that. So here's the kind of, they're saying you play this with all other classes, but here's the all other races, but here's the ideal race to play this with. So we are looking with binders in the world, daily life, notables, organisations, NPC reactions, binder lore. And then we've got a variant which borders on heresy. And a sampling counter as well. And vestiges and so on, how to make them different. And here they are by level. And here we have an appearance of Asarak the Devourer, famous as the essentially the builder of the Tomb of Horrors, I recall. You know, basically, so here are his vestiges. And various others that they might encounter. So going through the different vestiges and so on, giving time different options in into the character. So I'm not going to show you all of these because you've got quite a lot of them. So I'm going to put a bit further forward because I'm just looking at these, just going, oh yes, another one, another one. And then we have Pact Magic prestige classes, including the Anima Mage. So this takes the character, you know, at so adds another 10 levels. You've got a guide, how to become one, class features, how to play it. And do the same kind of thing, daily life, notables, organisations, etc. Role of Pact Mages in the game, the Anima Mages in the game. And then we've got, similarly, Knight of the Sacred Seal. And then a Scion of Dantaleon. And it's interesting to note that sort of this is sort of like one of those supplements which okay, it's very much confined to 3rd edition, would have bled over perhaps into into 4th edition perhaps, but never really made its way beyond that. Hasn't appeared in 5th edition as far as I'm aware. You know, so you know this is sort of like the options for a previous game. We've got a Tenebrous Apostate, prestige class, and the Witch Slayer. Lots of options in here. And then we've got Pact Magic feats. Like Enlarge Supernatural Ability or Expel Vestige, Rapid Recovery, Rapid Pact Magic, or sorry, Pact Making, sorry. I've got a list of Pact Magic items. And then it's going to do, I think, oh, we've got Pact Monsters as well, so Deadly Dancers, Death Heads, lovely. Horned Beasts, Carsites, a Roving Mauler, like a Spinning Lion, Swarm of Murder Crows, and a Tooth Beast. And we've got Magic organisation, so keep on going with it. Really do very well support the Pact Magic in particular. And then we've got Pact Magic adventure sites. So for example, okay, so this is the hidden library. So we've got a floor plan of that. Then we've got the Tower of Woe and the various floors of that mapped out as well. All the way up to the Chamber of Weejas and the Chamber of St. Cuthbert and the Chamber of Vecna. So there's multiple packs which could be sort of like entered into there. And then, so all that of this book, so that's 107, yeah, 100 pages of this book is devoted to Pact Magic. And then we switch to Shadow Magic and a different style of basically essentially sort of like watermarking in the book. So if you have a look, this is for Pact Magic, and it's got the watermark there. And when we switch over to Shadow Magic, do the same kind of thing, but on a in basic white background. That's a lot easier to read, actually. So the core class is the Shadowcaster, working with the shadows. So you've got a guide to playing the Shadowcaster, role of Shadowcasters in the world, a Creeping Darkness, how to play multi-class Shadowcasters. And then you've got very quickly on to prestige classes. That's quite a quick sort of bounce into them. So options are, basically you've got a Child of the Night, and what else? A Master of Shadow. Shadow Servant. So essentially that's what's serving the Master of Shadow, not the player character becomes one. Unless something really goes wrong. And we've got the Noctomancer. And the Shadow Blade. So there's your kind of your assassin type of, basically your warrior. Shadowmancer, Shadowsmith, essentially working with shadows to create things. You've got your Shadow Magic feats, mysteries and paths to follow, because obviously, it's shadows, lots of mysteries and paths to follow. Further forward, and then shadow magical items. So it's new special weapon abilities, shadow striking, and dark lanterns, and then shadow magic monsters. So dark creatures such as Dark Lion. And Dark Goblin, Dark Umber Hulk, and a guide to how to create a dark creature. So essentially take a normal kind of creature and then make it dark. And then a Kyle Genie, Shadow Elementals, and we've got Shadow Magic Organizations, including a Tenebrous, Cabal, and the Votaries of Vecna. Who wouldn't want to be a member of the Votaries of Vecna? And then adventure sites. So this includes Fox Road, which is essentially a whole little community. I really like that. That's a really nice kind of interesting location. You drop all that into the city. And we've got the Night Watch. And this is a picture of the Dark Spire rises jaggedly from the turmoil of the Dark Lands. That's really nice. There we go. And there's the Black Spire. You really wish it was a bit more jaggedy rather than being round all the way up, but let's have a look. So the shadow magic is actually shorter. There we go. So it's only 90 pages. But then we're on to the Truename magic and how that works. Just notice the difference in the page colour. The discussion here of the roots of true magic and its origins. Learning Truename magic, speaking of Truename, including the skill True Speak. How to conduct Truename research, discovering a personal Truename, and then the class itself, the Truenamer. And you've got a guide there to its features, as before, and the role in the game. And then prestige classes, including the Acolyte of the Ego, a sample encounter, and then we have a bereft. Same again, sample encounter. Sorry, I should have pointed those out for the shadow magic as well, but they're in there as well. A brimstone speaker, features discipline of the word, or disciple of the word, sorry. So different variations, including basically a new martial art, word given full mastery. So you can essentially play a martial art, a Truename mage martial artist, fiend binder, and even how to roleplay a fiend. And encounters and how to play them in the game. This is where your Truename feats. So things like quicken utterance and utterance of the evolving mind, or utterance of the crafted tool. So lots of utterances. So basically, almost like almost like Jack the Giant Killer there, sort of like, but using the Truename to knock the giant down. And then we have lexicon of the crafted tool. We've got utterances, list of those by level. And then we've got Truename spells, bard spells, clerical spells. I'm drawing upon classic classes. Unnamed reduces a mind flare to nothingness. Wow. Truename magical items, such as the Amulet of the Silver Tongue, or on the Tome of Truenaming, and then we've got Truename monsters, such as the Word Archon, a Logocron Devil, Truename organisations, such as the Collectors of the Lexicon, Kingmakers, and then you've got adventure sites, including a Vault of Cather Randomus, and the Shrine of Gathmal. Look like a pleasant place, especially with that thing in there. We've got some catted columns straight out of the Fiend Folio. I remember. And that's it. You've got basically adverts for your Dungeons and Dragons books, more of them, and then some solo books. Basically, find your adventure without a dungeon master, and that's it. That is Tome of Magic, Pact, Shadow, and Truename Magic supplement for Dungeons and Dragons 3rd edition, or 3.5. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you did, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you take the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box containing a book or game, in this case a supplement for Dungeons and Dragons 3.5, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea, then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I will be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.